All right. Welcome once again, our dear viewer, to Budget Cafe Discussions, a platform which bridges the knowledge and awareness gap regarding the budget making space here in Kenya. We are still continuing in the subject of the CIDP. So one of the things we'll be looking at, we'll be going through an overview of the County Integrated Development Plan, so that at least you can learn more about it. So it is a requirement that the County Integrated Development Plan links with the Vision 2030 and other plans. Okay? So like, let me move. So you see over here, linkage of the CIDP with the Kenya Vision 2030. Yes. It's also linked with the Constitution of Kenya 2010. So that you know it is a legal document. So the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Public Finance Management Act 2012. So the Public Finance Management Act, every county government and even national government, they have to follow this, like when it comes to finances, it has to follow these guidelines, all right, that are there. And then it also has to follow, even to incorporate the Intergovernmental Relations Act 2012 and Transition to Devolved Act 2012. The other thing is that it is also linked to the United Nations Sustainable. It is also linked to the welcome on board, Felix. Welcome on board, Felix. We are learning about the County Integrated Development Plan. So I am taking you through an overview. With regards to details, we'll learn as we move forward. So it also has to be linked with the United Nations. The County Integrated Development Plan has to be linked with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals when they are designing it. So you know, like now there are all these goals till goal 17. Okay. So you find that they incorporate all of them. So you can see goal 1, end poverty in all its forms everywhere. So the CIDP has to address that as well, to incorporate it as well. End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Goal 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Health, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Goal 4. Goal 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Goal 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Goal 7, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Goal 8, promote sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Goal 9, build resilient infrastructure like roads, buildings, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. Goal 10, reduce inequality within and among countries. Goal 11, make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. This is where we now even have the spatial plans, like even Machakos has, and also like even cities, you know. So you find that like all these goals, you find them incorporated one way or another in the different departments or ministries. Okay? Okay, just a minute. I'm being called. Kidogo. Yeah, so goal 10, reduce inequality within and among countries. Goal 11, make cities and human settlements inclusive. Unaweza kusoma vizuri, Beatrice? So there's no need for me to zoom further. Okay.
Kidogo itakuwa zoom in kidogo. Is it possible?
Yes, I can.
Are you able to zoom a little?
Yes, I can. Let me add the percentage. Is that better? Or I increase it? Or I increase it?
No, that's okay. I'm okay now.
Okay, that's okay. Good, great. Yeah. So goal 7, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact, global goal 13. So you can see all these goals, you can see that you can find them even in the different sectors. That is why it is important for the CIDP to incorporate the different plans that are in place. Okay. So you can see here, they are saying the linkages between CIDP and SDGs, the one that I had mentioned. So you see like SDG 1, which is for poverty, SDG 2 to end poverty, and SDG 12. SDG 12 refers to, let us see, SDG 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. So you can find that is in, you find that in the agricultural sector, food security. Okay, so they are saying it is in the CIDP, it is in this sector, agriculture and cooperative development. And the key programs and projects or policies prioritized in the CIDP, you find that there is increasing land under cultivation through the free tractor project. There is the free seeds project. There is the extension services. There is free chicks program, livestock feed and nutrition information system, value addition of farm produce. So you find like the way I was saying, like you see like now SDG, like the ones that touch on infrastructure, energy, and ICT, you find them in SDG 7, 9, 11, 12, and 13. Now health. Health, you find it in SDG 2 and SDG 3. SDG 2 and SDG 3. SDG 2 says end hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. And 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. So you can see the way they're intertwined, okay? And that's and the county government has broken it very well so that you can see the linkages between the SDGs, the sector, and the key programs. So you can find this in you can find this in the, let me put my phone on silent. You can find this in the Machakos, the new Machakos approved CIDP plan. Okay, so the CIDP is also linked to the governor's manifesto. You know, when the governor is campaigning, they also have their own plan. So the CIDP, when it is being formulated, it is linked to the governor's manifesto 2018-2022. Okay. So you can see like here for the one for 2020-2022, the governor's manifesto aims at propelling Machakos from third world to first world county. It builds on the experience and lessons learned from the previous period, 2013 to 2017, and further borrows from international best practices. It has 45 key areas of interest, all of which have been integrated into the 8 sectors covered by the CIDP. The relevant county departments, development partners, and PPEs shall implement the transformative programs, projects, and policies highlighted in the manifesto. Okay? Just a minute, nijibu hiyo simu. Yes, so now at least now you can see that the county integrated development plan is linked with the other plans as well. But I've seen that they have not included the special plans there, but we can maybe interrogate further. We see whether that plan has been incorporated. But zinakuanga hapa, yes, unaona. So there is the agricultural sector plan, and also the county special development framework. So all of them have been incorporated into the CIDP of Machakos County. Now we are going to go also and see an overview of the other, of now chapter 3. So chapter 3 now looks at a review of implementation of previous CIDP. So the CIDP has to show the revenue streams. And you remember, like in the previous meeting that we had, we went through this presentation and you saw the county has 3 sources of revenue. One is the county local revenue, which is on-source revenue. And then now there's a allocation from national government through equitable share and through grants. And I had said that the equitable share refers to now the one that has been allocated through the, which the Commission of Revenue Allocation had proposed the formula, and then now the Senate approves it. And then, so that one shows the now how much division of revenue per county based on that particular formula. And then I had also stated that grants, they come from bilateral donors. So you find that in this grant, you may find funds from DANIDA. You also find funds from even the Kenya Development Support Program. So there are various avenues for county revenue streams. So in this section, the county had to show like historically whether it has shown how much is allocated per year. With regard to the 3 on sources of revenue. So we applaud the county government for this information. And then now the other thing that after looking at income stream, there's also the expenditure analysis review. So the expenditure analysis shows the absorption of the budget for both recurrent and development expenditure. Absorption meaning like how much money has been used for recurrent. Recurrent, as I had stated earlier, recurrent means money that has been allocated for operations, maintenance, salaries, wages, so day-to-day activities. And development expenditure is now maybe for like roads, you know, capital assets, okay? So expenditure analysis review shows how this particular amount of money has been utilized. And they are saying that for Machakos County, it was far much above average, which in turn led to transformation of various sector. So it's saying that the county utilized the expenditure funds well. So you can see, like, here is the breakdown of the years. So starting 2013 to 2014, 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017. So if you kind of get lost, you can also alert me so that I can ensure that you understand better. So you can see here we have the development budget. They had approved, the approved budget was 4.159 billion, but the act in 2013-2014, but they ended up using only 2.691 billion. Okay, that is expenditure, development expenditure in that year, 2013, financial year 2013-2014. So you can see that with recurrent, they had posted at 3.85842, but the actual expenditure they used was 3.593. So you can see that they are utilizing recurrent expenditure, almost all of it, because you know that here, that is where we find even salaries, wages, emoluments, you know. So as long as, so you find that they are using the recurrent expenditure, they are using it more, but the development expenditure, they are not using that money. So you find that they had approved 8 billion for financial year 2013, but you find that the actual money they used was 6 billion. In financial year 2014-2015, you find that the approved budget for development budget was 3.9 billion, but the actual they used was 2.1 billion. So you find that even in this case, they are still underutilizing the development expenditure. It's still average. It rotates around 2. And then recurrent budget, they increased it to 4.911 approved budget, and they used 4.900. So they used almost all of it. So you find that the approved budget 8.8 billion, and the actual expenditure they only utilized 7 billion. And then 2015, 2016, you can see like the approved budget was 5.7 billion, but the actual expenditure for development budget was 2.622. This is way below average. And you find that with the recurrent, with regards to recurrent budget, you find that in that financial year, they utilized 6 billion, but they had approved budget of 6 billion, but the actual expenditure was 5.8 billion. So you find that they had approved 11.7 billion, but they only utilized 8.5. So you can see like, even with the 2016, 2017, the approved budget was, for development budget was 3.36 billion, but they only used 2.6 billion. So at least here they became more realistic. You know, they put it at a target that they can meet. And then recurrent 7.3 billion. So you can see like here, they almost used almost all the amount of money that they were given. Any question do you have there, Beatrice, Felix? All right. So, pardon? Or we continue?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the county did very well to give a previous allocation, historical information in this CIDP of the previous CIDP. So now there's also the summary of planned targets versus achievements. Okay, so you find like every sector, they share with us, for 2013, 2017, they share with us like what had they purposed to meet and what the actual targets that were met. So you can find that even you can see that even for planned targets, they had planned in the between 2013 and 2017, they had planned to register and train all livestock farmers in the county. And the achievements is they managed to train 80 farmer groups, 2 groups per ward of 15 farmers, and formally registered. So you can find that the county is giving us the key, the planned targets and key achievements, okay? And you can find that across the different sectors. So you can see even the energy sector, now they have started breaking down to give us planned targets and key achievements. So you can see that they had said that they are going to light 3 roads and recreation facilities, 50 kilometers. So they are saying that the roads were lit, Chumbi to Machakos Road, the electricity was on, Makutano Mamwala to Kidimani Road and Athi River Town roads. So, and Machakos People's Park and Mulumutisia. So this is something that was done in the 2013 to 2017 CIDP. I'm seeing you're laughing. What caught your eye there, Beatrice?
You know why I'm laughing? It's through the thing. So it is a program that is not sustainable at all. It is as dark as it was before 2013.
Yeah, now that is the unfortunate thing, because right now if you go through the as you head to Machakos, it is kind of dark at night. So anyway, so you can see like these are the achievements that they stated that they did. So that means that there's need for follow-up in this other, like they were supposed to follow up on the projects that didn't work on well. in the previous project that they had done. So I think there was need for a follow-up, which they have not yet worked on. So that was energy infrastructure. So you can see now Machakos level. So you can see like now the plant targets. Now this is health, to purchase 70 ambulances. So they purchased 70 ambulances plus 10 first responder motorbikes. Now that was 2013 to 2017, and they did purchase that. And then they set facelifting of 36 level 3 health facilities, 4 level 4 hospitals, and level 5 hospital. So the achievement was facelifting done in 2 level 4 and 1 level 5 hospital, and 36 level 3 health facilities. So you can see even facelifting of primary health care. And then they also purchased firefighting vehicles and equipment in 8 sub-counties. So they are saying that the achievement was 4 fully equipped firefighting vehicles, 3 ATVs, and 1 patrol. Recruitment of health workers, they said that they achieved that in the previous CIDP, over 800 health workers employed in the last 5 years. So you can see the county has, you can read more in the document that you're going to go through. So like I had shared on our page. So you can see they are giving breakdown, what they planned and what they actually managed to do. At least now we can be able to assess, did the county government perform? Okay. Even you can see education, youth, and social welfare. Like now the plant targets and the achievements. So they are saying that provision of bursary to the less fortunate in the society, 400 secondary schools benefited, all tertiary institutions benefited. Okay. But it would have been good to, instead of giving like if there is a way that they can tell us in detail where they were established. You see, like establishment of ICT training center. So they are saying 3 ICT training centers established, but where? It would have been nice if they had told us where they are established, so that we can even follow up. Yeah. So
there is a lot in paper here. There is a lot in paper.
So you find like now, like water, you know, like now this is the water sector. You know, last time when we were talking about priorities, we had also touched on land, environment, and natural resources. And before I go there, so you can see here that they had stated that they are going to upgrade of the running surface at Kenyatta Stadium, and they said they installed an artificial running track at the Kenyatta Stadium. And they hosted the Athletics Kenya Commonwealth Trials at the Kenyatta Stadium in December 2013. So you can see at least the county government, they have done something. So now with regard now to water, I wanted us to look at water because, you know, that is something that you had expressed interest in, like when we were going through priorities. So here are this, and you can verify whether it is done. So they said purchase of 8 drilling rigs and purchase of 2 test pumping units. They are saying 8 drilling rigs procured, 2 test pumping units procured. I wish they had stated where, so that we can at least do follow-up. So they are saying powering and rectification of 400 new boreholes, construction and rehabilitation of 520 dams and water pans. They constructed 215 new and rehabilitated the existing dams and water pans. Okay. So, like the dam that we had initiated in Wamunyu, it was under this construction of 520 dams. So it was among these. So, like ours, because of politics, it ended up being constructed in this current CIDP. So it was constructed in 2018. though it was approved to be constructed in the previous CIDP, 2013 to 2017. So when they say construction and rehabilitation of 520 dams and water plants, you can see that here the actual ones are just 215. So mine was among the ones that were missing because there was politics came into play. But it was later constructed in 2018 when now the member county of assembly followed up on it. Yeah. So so we have done with the water sector. This other one, I think it's this is trade and investment.
Treatment.
Yeah, this is trade and investment. So you can see an industrialized county with ease to do business leads to economic growth. So they had stated that they will conduct 3 investment forums, and they said they successfully held 1 investment forum for both local and international investors, and they facilitated the establishment of several investments in the county. So at least you can see with regard to historical information, the county is giving us that information.
But I want to ask you something, Violet.
Yes.
Just go back a bit on what they have already done up there. I am just interested in I can see the
Modern markets
and forums.
Yes.
Gillian Hotel, is it a?
Oh, let me see. To conduct 3, so facilitated the establishment of several investments in the county by numerous investors. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So so they are saying that they attracted investors like the owner of Gillian. Yes. Yes. Okay. Like the owner of Gillian. Yeah, like to establish 40 modern markets in every sub-county. Yeah, so here I can successfully say, I'm from Wamunyu. So there is a modern market there. Okay. So they are saying that there is one in Matuma, Mwitu, Mitaboni, Kaveani. I don't know. I don't see anyone. Is there anyone any here? In Masinga?
No, there is nothing like Ekalakala is not Masinga. Masinga, Ekalakala, they are different, and Kidioko is different.
But it was not there. But I think they are selected based on need, because you remember when we went through priorities, we stated that counties allocate investments based on need and priority. Okay. And then now, so they are saying what are the challenges that they faced in the implementation of the 2013 to 2017 CIDP? So they are saying that inadequate budget provisions due to limited resources, slow procurement process, climate change impacts which continued to exert negative effects on the economy, poor partnership with other development partners, high rates of inflation, poor involvement of all stakeholders. So they are saying those are constraints that prevented them from achieving the targets that they had stated.
So that is very interesting. How can you have a poor relationship and you bring it out? It means you have an issue. Poor
partnership. Yeah, poor partnership with other development partners.
And it can have what to do with the road building.
Yes.
So where is the poor relationship coming in? Is it because Kenya has got very obligations that need to be followed, or what?
I think maybe it was regards to now maybe the like the construction of the national like the roads. So maybe there was a delayed communication bureaucracy that caused now the delay.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So they also stated that the lessons that they learned out of it. So like right now, you find county development priorities and strategy that so this is just an overview of the CIDP. Yeah, so they look at the framework, the county special development framework. So as we scroll down, let me scroll a little bit faster. All right. So now you can see here, they're saying, so they've started talking about development priorities and strategies. So like now, so like in the subsector of crop development, so they are saying that these are development needs or issues. So they are saying the strategies that they intend to meet right now. And they have classified them into sub-programs, okay? So like now, sector program, that is now for agriculture. So they have to give us the performance indicators, also plant targets. What did they plan to achieve every year, and the amount of money that they used. So we applaud them for stating all this, for being transparent, all right? But they also needed to tell us where, So let us look at health. We see what they have in store for us. So this is agriculture. You can see the way it is. Cooperative development sector, energy infrastructure. So you can see, like, you remember, like when I was training you guys, I told you that you have a program, now which is the big picture, and then it's divided into objective, outcome, and then now there are sub-programs. So sub-program on road network and development. So like there are various sub-programs. So, and I think now you see, like now we have health, okay? This is where I wanted us, because it's gonna be easier. So they started by telling us, like one of the priorities was like the needs that they foresaw that needs to be addressed is unmet needs for family planning. So the strategy is male involvement and sensitization, and human resource and financing. So this is, and also to alleviate teenage pregnancy, they say they want to promote youth-friendly services. And I can say that the county, like right now, it has carried out a survey, and they have reached out to, and they have identified what is missing in the different youth-friendly centers in the county and what needs to be done, okay? So the county is a mode of tackling teenage pregnancy is by promoting life skills for children and promoting youth-friendly services. And then with regards to drug and substance abuse, so how they expect to do that is strengthen school health programs to increase sensitization on drug and substance abuse, facilities and centers for rehabilitation, needle and syringe programs, enhance staff capacity in methadone-assisted therapy for people who inject drugs, and county legislation to address the rampant use and sale of miraa. So, and with regards to sexual and gender-based violence, the strategy they expect to do this is multi-sectoral collaboration to address SGBV, paralegal services and pro bono legal services, post-exposure prophylaxis and care, counseling services, okay? And then now, with regards to adolescents' menstrual hygiene, you see, they seek to address it through promoting menstrual hygiene, counseling, provision of supplies. So you see, Beatrice, like your field is needed various aspects. And then awareness of communicable diseases, adequate and functional diagnostic machines, strengthen community units for preventive health. So they're saying that like with regard to, they're saying 44% of mothers are delivering at home, and there's low immunization coverage and low PMTCT, prevention of mother to child care uptake, it is low. So you find here that they're saying that the strategy that they want to use is promoting respectful maternity care, comprehensive functional community health units, strengthening of community level 1 health and emergency services, cold chain supplies, immunization, sensitization, and scale male engagement in PMTCT. So with regard to inadequate health workers, they said that what they want to do is the staffing of health promotion officers, community health workers, and nutrition officers. So you can find that they identified the needs, and they said that, and they also identified the strategy that they're going to do that to meet whatever is needed. So you can see, like, even the sector some program. So you can see in Machakos, like, it is divided into various programs. So program 1 is preventive and promotive health services. And the objective is to prevent and control diseases, outcome healthy communities. And it is divided into several sub-programs. So sub-program 1 is disease and prevention control service. So you can find that they have put different outcomes, indicators, situation in 2018, and planned targets that they need to meet, and the estimated amount of money that they would like to use. Okay. So you can find there like strengthened disease prevention services. So like number of people tested for HIV. These are performance indicators. And then like year 1, how many did they want to? This is the amount, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year. And you can see here there is year 5. Okay, so year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. And so there is also a baseline, like situation in 2018. So you see, like in 2018, it is 297,525. But now, like now this current financial year, they are looking at, this is the target, 382,884. And the amount of money that they have estimated to use is 5 million. So it seems like this 5 million is supposed to cut across. Like every year, you divide now the 5 per year, so that you can know how much money they're supposed to use so as to reach this particular target. So like there's now the second sub-program on environmental and community health services, like dealing with the sanitation, open defecation, and also the establishment of community health services. So you can see they are giving us at level 1, they are giving us targets. Like what target do they expect to meet? And then we can see the amount of money they are going to use to ensure that they meet that. So you can see here there's also like improved menstrual management in schools. So you can see like they had also stated that they are going to offer counseling there. And you know, Beatrice, your field is counseling as well. So you can see like how much money that they had planned to put in this CIDP. So proportion of schools practicing MHM. So but by the time they were starting, it was 20%, but by the year 5, they're expecting it to be at 90%. All right. And then now we are here, reproductive. Like me, my specialty is RAMCA, reproductive, maternal, newborn, child, adolescent health. So they had planned that percentage deliveries to be conducted by skilled attendants. So like when 2018 started, it was at 52%. So they're expecting that by the end of this financial year, the next financial year is going to be 75%. And the amount of money they had allocated is 5 million. Is that enough? We don't know. And then number of facilities conducting basic obstetric care. So it was 80, but they're expecting that by next year, it will have been increased by 182. So by this year, they're expecting it to be to reach this target. And the amount of money they had put for this is 100 million. All right. And then now you can see like they have given even budget. So you can even see increased family planning uptake. So percentage of reproductive age women receiving family planning commodities. So when 2018 started, it was 68%, but they expect that by 2022, it's going to be at 80%, and they had allocated 10 million towards that. Okay. So you find that that runs along a different. So you can see now here there's the second program, curative and rehabilitative health services. Okay, so now at least you can see like, so they're just doing a repeat of the, now these are the different sectors. And then so you can see another thing that you should also note is yeah, because I wanted a cross-sectoral implementation consideration. Okay. So sometimes you find that even when you are doing health, you find it also cross-cutting with agriculture, because sometimes you find that people are sick because of poor nutrition, and poor nutrition is food. So that's why you find like there's also this aspect of linkages. So the different sectors, they have linkages with the other sectors as well. So like flagship or county transformative projects. So a CIDP should also have this. These are projects that require a substantial investment base by the county. These projects are key in propelling the county to first world, as they have a long-term impact on the economy. The flagship projects identified herein aim to transform both the social and economic life of the citizens. For instance, high employment opportunities and increased revenue generation is anticipated. So you can see like now the flagship projects or transformative projects that Machakos had intended to do in the year 2018 to 2022 are these. They expected to have Machakos new city. So they have given us like location where Machakos sub-county. Objective, to propel Machakos to a first world county. Outcome, improve standards of living. Performance, Machakos new city. So the time frame that they have given here is 2018 to 2030. And the implementing partners they have also stated there. So county government, ministries and development partners. Tala Market. So you can see Tala Market is a flagship project of this Machakos County. So they stated that they want to have it in Tala town. So as budget facilitators, it is essential for us to get to know whether it is there. All right. So like they said that the outcome is to increase trading activities and Tala Market. And they say the time frame is 2018, 2019. So that means that this project needs to have been done. And the money for that is from the county government ministries, World Bank, and NAMSIP. So they allocated 3.2 billion towards Tala Market. So it will be nice if we follow up to know, as budget champions, whether it is there. And then now there's also the Machakos Commercial Bank in Machakos town. So increased access, so Machakos Commercial Bank. But this one, they said it is 2018 to 22. And they had allocated 5 billion towards that at River Stadium. So they said that it's supposed to end by 2022. And they had allocated 1 billion. So at least we saw that they had started to buy some things in Athi River, but we'll wait and see whether it has been done. I will follow up with the one for Athi River. I go on the ground and see whether what is the progress with regard to now the construction of this one. Tala, I don't know who's going to take up on Tala, but we know whether that Tala market is complete. Formula One, they had stated that they want to do it 2018, 2022. And they had allocated 1 billion. So I don't know whether they have that. Has it? I don't think it has started. So, and they had allocated 1 billion. So it is essential for us to know whether that one is done. Same case as Machakos Airport, which was allocated 1 billion, and Machakos Water Supply, it was allocated 2.9 billion. Okay. So they are cross-cutting issues. So the cross-cutting issues identified were 1, HIV/AIDS, 2, persons with disabilities, 3, land use, 4, women and youth, 5, climate change, environmental degradation, disaster risk reduction, drug and substance abuse. So those were cross-cutting issues. So the county also was supposed to share now the implementation framework of how they are supposed to implement what they want to do. So like Beatrice, I had mentioned earlier that it will be good to follow up these flagship projects. We see whether they are there. Like the Tala market, whether it was completed 2018 to 2019. So we may ask our colleagues from Tala market to share with us whether it is complete. At the River Stadium, we'd also like to see where it is. You know, it has been allocated 1 billion. Tala market was allocated 3.2 billion by the county. UHC was allocated 2018-2019, 0.8, so that was 800 million. So it is good to follow up, you see whether the county is actually...
bank?
Pardon?
How
yes,
about
like
the
this bank.
commercial bank.
Like Machakos Commercial Bank. Is it there?
Where is it?
I don't think it is there. Though they are saying it is supposed to take 5 years.
Seen it.
They are saying it's supposed to take 5 years.
Okay.
And they use the budget.
Now we
and you see it was allocated 5 billion.
But you see it is supposed to be completed by next year. And now nothing is seen.
Same case with this one, Formula 1 as well. So these are some of the things that we also need to follow up as budget champion with regard to the projects. This if we can get in touch with I think what we can do, we can follow up with Dominic, the chair of the budget appropriation chair of the county assembly, and he can share with us where they have reached with regard to this. So I think that is an assignment that we are going to follow up with him. Is that okay? Yeah, I think. Okay. Or do you think we should call him and ask him, or do you think that we should post in the WhatsApp group?
He needs to, maybe we can invite him one day in our meeting to answer some of these things.
Indeed. Okay,
Would he accept to come?
No, he has no problem. Because you know he's also a member of the budget champions. He's also a member of our team. Okay. Yeah, so he's friendly. Okay. So, so like you can see here, so the implementation framework, how they intended to do what they have planned. So like you see, like this is an overview of, and they have also given us M&D framework, how they intend to achieve what they want to achieve. And then there's also, you see like now this one, they have broken it down. You see like Adhiani sub-county. So if you look at they have mentioned like where is the project going to take place. Okay, like let's look at like this one is like energy infrastructure end. So they have said sublocation, project name, description of activity. So you can see they are saying Kangundo Central Ward, what is going to take place there, and they have mentioned the exact places. So we can say that at least the county government is doing so well. So you can see Kangundo, there's Kangundo East. I wanted us to come to Masinga so that you can identify whether what they're saying.
On Masinga?
That's where we are going, Do
you have anything on Masinga?
Let me see. Kadhiani, Lower Kaani, Mitaboni, hapa Kaewa, Kalama, Lumbwa location, sublocation Machakos, Chanda, Kasinga, Mungala, Muvuti, Mwanyani, Katoloni, And Masinga, you can see Masinga. So this is what they said that they intend to do. Masinga Mukusu Road. They want to do this and that. So you can see a breakdown. And this is like with regard to infrastructure. Masinga Central. So if you want more details of this, you can check it out at the annex session of the CIDP. Okay? So in short, and they have put for the different sectors, like even the hospitals, what, and then now here at the end, they have approached, they have different documents that they're supposed to attach. But one of the documents that is missing is a list of public participation. You know, when they prepare these documents, they are supposed to attach a public participation so that we can get to know what were the inputs of the participants. So you can see they are saying, yes, public participation took place and that is why it was approved, but it is supposed to be made public so that we can get to know who participated, where, how many, you know? So that is something that we need to advocate for. So in any document, it is crucial that we have that public participation and it is informative so that we can get to know what has been done. So with that, I've given you an overview of the CIDP. So next time, I'm going to take you an overview of the annual development plan now, which is a breakdown of now the years. Like now, financial. I told you that annual development plan is a breakdown of the years. So like 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020. So you will know what is really needs to be constituted in the annual development plan. It's an overview, but once we go ahead learning about the key government budget documents, we'll learn more.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. So any question?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, you are okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this video. I'm going to upload them on our social media pages. That is Budget Cafe Discussions. Twitter is at Cafe Budget. Facebook Budget Cafe Discussions. YouTube Budget Cafe Discussions. So every training that we have, I upload them on that Budget Cafe Discussions. So as budget champions, it is important that you also share the information that we learn with your peers and networks here in Machakos County as well, so that they can also get to understand these budget documents, so that we can increase the number of people who participate in the sub-counties during public participation. So with that said, I want to say thank you for joining today. Caroline, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Sorry, I joined in late.
Awesome. So you will learn further as we go along. All right. So you can just I will upload these videos in the one for Wednesday and today in our WhatsApp group, so that you can at least catch up where you had missed.
All right. Thank you.
Asanteni. And thank you for joining Budget Cafe Discussions. All right. Oh, there's a comment. Oh, okay.